Okay, first of all, I want to point out, you're noticing some of this Volante wines. You know, Meredith and I have been searching for older wines. We want to start introducing you and having some comparative analysis of what we were expressing on the last wine. You know, a proper tertiary blending where the notes come all the way through. And this is why we picked this. We love this vineyard. We love the winemaker, and they have blessed us with these wines. So we're really
And what we
grateful.
like about them is that they're aging their wines. You know, they're not putting them out to sell 2 years old.
Yeah.
They're holding on where it is sometimes hard to find. These would almost be called library wines to some wineries because they've already moved on to releasing 18, 19.
Well, you're right. In
19.
the valley, when they're pouring wines 2 weeks old,
Yeah.
this is library
And there's
stuff.
nothing wrong. I mean, there's some great wines that are really good youthful. So I don't want to dismiss youthful wines, but I think what we love to do with our club is to show you the difference between what youthful, but also expose you to older wines because it's rare to find older wines. When we come across them, we jump on the opportunity because they don't last long.
So what we just poured is a Cab Franc Cabernet Sauvignon blend. There's 21% Cabernet Sauvignon in this wine. I don't think we need to tell them what to do with Cab.
No, Cabernet Franc I think is really, again, I look at old world. Cabernet Franc is a predominant grape used in a lot of the Bordeaux blends, especially when you go over to the right side of Bordeaux, when you're talking about Saint-Emilion and Pomerol. And in fact, Cabernet Franc makes at least 50, even I think a little bit more of the world famous Cheval Blanc. So, but here you rarely see is Cab Franc talked about. I feel like more and more.
But it's the stepchild.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's one of the 5 noble grapes.
Yeah, everyone
know?
focuses here in Napa Valley and even Sonoma Cab Sauv, Cabernet Sauvignon.
But one thing we are noticing is more and more of our friends that come out to visit, they're shifting from the heavy, jammy, tannic Cabernets to Cab Francs and Bordeaux blends.
Yeah, and I think part of it, I mean, I shouldn't even say, I don't know, but I think they're finding this is going to be, it's cozy, you know, for those cold.
Cozy's a perfect word.
It's a cozy wine, but it's a little softer than a Cab Sauv, so it's going to pair with more foods. So, you know, if we're trying to eat a little healthier on some nights during the winter time, this is gonna be okay with if you're doing more vegetarian and squashes and soups. Whereas a Cab Sauv, you know, needs a little bit of heartier, but I still want that like wine that makes me feel cozy. I just want it to be a little softer.
This is a party wine. Wait till you taste it, man.
Or there you go. This is when you're gonna have that holiday party. You know, I love to use parties, I'm going off on a tangent here, is to introduce people to something they otherwise wouldn't drink.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I might have...
It's a conversation piece.
Yeah, like here, try a Cabernet Franc. You've never...
Yeah.
And then there's some Cab Sauv over there. Go have it, but try it. See what you think.
Yeah, they're going to be drinking all yours once they taste it. Golly, this has got chocolate and all those delicious notes you get from a Cab.
And again, going back to what we talked about with their Zinfandel, this is going into where you've got those primary fruit notes.
Point. Yep.
You've got those secondary notes from aging in the barrel, and then you're bringing in some of those tertiary notes that give it added depth and complexity from aging in the bottle a few years.
Absolutely. Gosh.